What's up YouTube, Iskafan here. Gonna show some Hall of Fame cards from one of my favorite sets of all time. This is 1961 Fleer. Start off with this Cap Anson. And these cards came in wax packs. It's an all-time great set. There is Hall of Famers and non-Hall of Famers in the set. But the ones I'm going to be showing here today are all Hall of Famers, including this Dave Bancroft. And I really think 61 Fleer's got some great images. Here's a Chief Bender. And it's got a lot of the all-time great players. It's got a lot of players from the T206 set, including Chief Bender. And up next is this Jim Bottomley. And a nice way to get some vintage cards of these all-time greats. Roger Bresnahan, great catcher. And none of these cards are from their playing days, of course. But they still got some age to them. Shout out to DC Wicks Tan on this Max Carey. I really like the yellow background of that card. That's really just a great image. It's really, you can really tell that these are vintage cards. This is from my childhood collection. This is a Mickey Cochran. I picked that up at a card shop or a card show about 25 years ago. I just like the looks of it, and I still like the looks of it today. It's a great card. Mickey Cochran. Charles Comiskey. From the famed Comiskey Park, of course. Here's a nice one, Johnny Evers. This is the same Carl Horner image that is in the T206 set and also in the E95 Carmel set that I have. Very nice. One of the all-time greats, Johnny Evers. Here's a Warren Giles. He was a president of the National League. I think one of the reasons why the 61 Fleer isn't wildly popular is that it does have like executives and non-players in it. Here's a Lefty Grove, great pitcher. Of course, with sets like Allen and Ginter and other sets like that these days, I think the non-player cards are more accepted. Here's a Waite Hoyt. Since, you know, sets like that and Goodwin Champions and, you know, sets like that feature a lot of non-players. There's a Miller Huggins. Also another reason that 61 Fleer, I think, isn't just wildly popular, because I think it's a great set. Also, it features cards of players that are like pictured as older men, like this, you know, he looks older in this. And some of them they look really old in. I think that's one of the reasons too. Here's a Rabbit Marinville. If you look at this corner wear, it's just really a nice even corner wear. I mean, you can't replicate that other than just gentle handling over the years. I always thought that had a neat look to it. Here's a Rube Waddell. I've got his T206 card from the Lionel Carter collection. Another great looking card from 61 Fleer. Of course, it's got their stats on the back and a little bio. We got a Goose Goslin. And we got a Red Faber. I'm going to show 4 PSA graded cards. First one is this Billy Hamilton, really nice yellow background, graded a PSA 6. Nice looking card there. And here's a Kid Nichols, and he played back in the late 1800s, so, you know, for my Hall of Fame set, I'm not going to get a Kid Nichols from his playing days. So I'll get something like this, which is a nice vintage card. This one is graded a PSA 4. Up next I got this Walter Johnson. which is a PSA 5 with a miscut qualifier. Miscut there, the bottom comes off the edge of the card. I had this for sale at the Hobby Corner for a while and figured I would just bring it back home. I've always liked it. And figured I'd put that back into my PC. So it's a nice card of Walter Johnson. The last card here is the Eddie Plank. PSA 5. Plank was one of the greatest left-handers of all time. He never played minor league ball, but joined the A's in 1901 and won 17 games his first year. In 8 different seasons, he won 20 or more games before retiring after 1917. His best year was 1912, when he won 26 and lost only 6. He was named to the Hall of Fame in 1946. Eddie Plank, 1961 Fleer. Thanks for watching.